Hey there, folks. It's 8:59 a.m. Wednesday, December 21st, 2016. Nine, elder. 5, physical movement. 8, knowledge. Data. I want to show you this video, then talk about it real quick, and then leave you with some parting words. I didn't want to put this video out. I don't have time. I'm trying to leave everything proper for everyone. But I was pushed to do so, so I did. Anyway, let's take a look at this video. Folks, creation's changing. You don't have to believe a word I've told you. You don't have to do anything. But why not open up and become yourselves? I don't have a religion. I don't have a philosophy. I don't have a pay here button. I have overalls. My incredible friend Hercules, who is going home tomorrow. And I told you what happens after he goes. I have what I am inside. I really have worked so hard trying to get all of you to see who you are. There's only one way to find your own truth, folks. That's with yourself, extending all your abilities forward to see things for yourself. So many people have asked me, "What's your philosophy? Where do you get this? What the hell is this stuff about?" I said, "It's about you waking up. It's about you becoming yourself." And they've already by this point told me, "Jay, just the stuff you tell me, it just makes sense." I said, "Yeah, because I'm looking at it." There's no whoopee-doo, Jay. This is about everyone else. That's what I've been working on so hard for a long time. I've had to talk too much about myself. I did not have an option. That'll be understood later. I'm not going to waste time talking about that, but I'm everything I've said and more. Okay, this other camera I have set up so it ought to power off. That's funny. I got part of Lily, 2 parts of her telling me to hurry up. But it's important that you all know this. And all these other folks from the spiritualfoundation.com and others. There's other folks that are not part of the foundation. They're doing their own thing. They're supposed to be. You don't have to be part of the spiritualfoundation.com. There's other places that are opening up. That will be soon. About 8 years from now, the second school for awakening is going to be out around San Francisco. They'll all be branched together, but it starts with the one here on the east side of the U.S. These folks coming from other planets, folks, I know them. They know me. A young Drachk this morning, male, jeez. I know. See right there. I no longer have the planetary essence inside my body. I have a single spirit core, and I still have emotions. These bodies, they do that. The emotions, the emotions are so strong. It's heart energy. It's powerful. It's a feeling. It's not an emotions come from the base chakra. That's mostly fear. But almost all fear really, and it's different parts of fear that other things come from, anger and other things. But the feelings of love and compassion come from the heart. Anyway, this young Drachk male came up to me and he just looked at me and smiled. I was doing stuff in the kitchen trying to get ready, and just looked at me and smiled. And he saw that I saw him, and he called me Big Daddy Drachk. That was so cool. That probably sounds like a whoopee, Jay. It's not. It's touching. What I am inside, what I'm known as off this planet, is the father of the Drachk race. The mother was Lily. When I go into Arae, what I am inside, I'm 54% of it. I'm no better than a stick in mud. I'm not going to let anyone start saying I am. People have tried to say that, make stuff about me on the internet. I shut their ass down in a hurry. Big time. No one's ever going there. I'm not going to allow it. None of this is about me. It's about all of you becoming yourself. That's what it's all been about, the books and everything. I didn't go out promoting them. I just made them so they'd be there. I mean, I'd show them on a video, but I, didn't go into advertising and stuff. When it's time, it's there for you when you're ready. Lily and I have been waiting so long, since the first life, to fix creation. Now, Earth years, I've had 10.846 trillion lives. The average, because of the big size of planets, the time is different, okay? Time is a chronicle moving, logging of events, movement of events. So time exists everywhere, but it's measured differently, okay? A planet that's 10 times the size of Earth is going to have a different time scheme than we do, but the actual flow of time is the same everywhere. Take 10.846 trillion, multiply it times 237 years. So, years average per life, what we measure time here. And then take about 26.4 years in between lives, average. And multiply that times 10.846 trillion. And then add it together. That's how many years in Earth terms lives have been had. So I don't know, I think it's thousands of trillions or something, I don't know. I was made to protect everything, and I've never been able to. I've done all I could, but I've been in a body almost all the time. Not Essex, Arae, primary focal point. That's what I am inside. That's who I am. That was my format, and except for this short amount of time I was out of my body, I was never able to do it. You can't do crap through your physical bodies, folks. You can do a lot more than you think. But compared to who you really are, no, you can't do crap. You never fully awaken until you're home. Folks, things have already changed big time on the other side. I'll be home so fast it'll make your head spin. And as soon as I do, the format changes. It's made official. Boom. Anyone doesn't like it, they get talked to, they insist, they get deleted. That's how you change creation. It takes seconds to create a universe. One that's already existing with all these problems in it, just to repair the energy inside all the spirit, that's going to be about a little over 7 days. 7 hours for the most of it. Things go in 7, folks. Whatever. That's that's part of the energy that our system is built upon. This creation. Lily's going to be taking the lilies. The different parts of Lily are going to be taking care of running lives and all that stuff. I have to do the destructive stuff. I got a ton of heart, but I'm, because of the power level of what I am, because of what I do, because what I was made to be in the beginning. That's why they call me, I don't like saying it, that's why I'm trying not to, but that's why they call me the Destroyer. And I'm tired of all the fighting I've had to do here. I want to go home, finish it, and be done. I'm a hell of a loving father energy that has never had the opportunity, except for animals and stuff. Like I said, Hercules got to meet this a nice young lady doctor that's going to send him home tomorrow. But that way Hercules sees him, he's kind of calm with her. And then she'll give me something so when she's going to come over tomorrow to send Herky home with me, Herky will be relaxed, ready, then he'll be calmed down, and then he'll go home. It's hard to do this. Some people might say I'm sending them home too early. I've saved animals all my life, and every once in a while Hercules' head will jerk. That's the telltale sign of when an animal gets ready to start having petit mal seizures. I've dealt with all this for years. I have a very strong medical background. I used to be a surgical, tech, second OR nurse, without the degree. Put your hands inside people and hand instruments and stuff. So Herc's on the cusp of that. Herc's got Herc has a touch of dementia that comes in and out, where he'll kind of stand there and just kind of look towards the wall and everything. He fades in and out. He was about 1.5 years, 2 years old, about 1.5 years, I guess, less than 2 years old, whatever, somewhere around that. I have to estimate because I save animals, but I'm not there when they're born. And he had heartworms, so the money just appeared to get that done. Took care of it. Him and 2 other ones I got, and his heart is expanded. The walls, it's enlarged heart. So he has that issue. His nervous system is breaking down a little bit. His legs shake a little bit. Sometimes he can get up a little bit. Sometimes he can't. He's really strong. He's powerful as hell. Always has been, but still now. And there's other stuff. I'm not going to dwell on it. This is hard. So it's time, and I've been waiting. Anyway, there is a new world coming, folks. Creation's changed. And yes, I've told you, I've been killing stuff. The biggest, baddest stuff that was on the other side is now dead. I killed it while in this body. I don't expect you to believe that. But you know what? I'm being pushed. I need to tell you before I go. I'm just about out of here, folks. And then I'm finally going to work for you the way I've wanted to for all those years. That big number you just added up, that's how long I've been waiting. Lily too. I'm made to protect and I haven't been able to. Sucks on my part. So those of you that think I'm into this for myself, there's very few of you. Where's my glory in that? Why the hell would I bring that up? Very few people have issues with me that listen to me. Some of them just, they want to make something out of nothing. I don't care. I do what I do because I know it's the right thing to do. Where the hell do I get that opinion? Well, two things. Number one, I've had more lives than anyone else. Anything. I'm the oldest thing there is. Number two, my job is to protect. And if someone doesn't like it, tough shit. I don't give a damn. I don't. Sometimes you can pull someone out of the water, they'll be screaming. As a matter of fact, when you grab someone when they're drowning and you're taught life-saving, you're taught to grab them by the neck and hold them because sometimes they might flail around and actually hit you. I do what I know is right. I don't give a damn who likes it and who doesn't. That doesn't mean shit to me. I'm a thing, folks. I'm a thing. And I'm the strongest thing there is. It's my job to take care of things I've never been able to. I've been frustrated for all those years. Lily and I have watched everything suffer, just waiting for the time, and it finally came. Everything was about praise God. It was a male and female, the original first being. Everything was about them. Praise, give money here, blah, 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 blah. Take one day out of the week, 7 days again, based on 7. Take one day of the week and relax and do nothing but praise us. Wow, really? Anything worth praise doesn't want it and won't allow it. So, and that's it. That's if it was. You know what's really cool? What I've always done, and I've put it out there with all my heart behind it, a true statement, a powerful feeling. I love you, Herc. I'll hurry. Is to say thank you. That you appreciate what people do for you, because I say it all the time. I'm being hounded. I got to go. Anyway, let's get into the video. I was here to free all of you from what's been controlling you forever. I did. They're gone. You're going to meet your friends from space. Then they're coming in, the Fae and everything else. You'll see. The spiritualfoundation.com, the people there aren't the only ones that have all these powerful abilities. You have to be source. But they're not the only ones. But they're the ones that are listed for the consoles. They see the other side. They understand. They can feel it. And our school's opening up. There will be folks coming from other planets to learn how to crank people up. They'll be sourced too. Anyway, folks, look, love you. Let's go take a look at this video, okay? I want to explain this one last thing, and I'm done. Okay, first, the title for this thing, I don't know if you can see it. It says UFO sighting of strange plasma-like light disappearing into sky. It says YouTube/Secure Team 10. So I guess they're the folks that got this together and put it on the YouTube, and I want to thank them for doing it. And then I want to thank them again for sharing it. For finding it, put it together, and so anyway, what you can see is right here. There's a building, okay, and then this is where the video starts. There's a light that's just starting to go up into a cloud. This I don't have time to make this a learning opportunity, but this is a very strong Drachk ship right in here, and there's a part of it that's actually open, where something can go through it. This is an energy transfer. It's like a Drachk recovery ship. So this is the actual piece. This is a physical piece of the foundation inside a lab that was buried in the ground. Okay, now this right here, that right there, That's a Drachk ship. It's got 4 people in it. Very strong. Now, watch this. Okay, there it is, going up in there. There's the other ship hanging around. That's to protect it. Now, all of a sudden it comes out the top there. Okay? For Pete's sake. Where it comes out the top there, when it goes in here, it's going through that open hole in the Drachk ship, and then it pushes at that point going up. It pushes it right up in there. If I stop this, you're going to see the other part of the commercial. There it is. It's like a ship, but it's not. It's like a cargo carrier, and that's a physical mass right there. And right there, see the energy behind it? The Drachk ship is pushing it. This is wrapped around the piece of the facility. And see, the energy is pushing it up in... Whoops. Damn it. It's pushing it up into a huge mothership. Well, not a mothership, but a very huge ship over here. And the front of the ship's right here, and there's 5 Serpolians, the what you call the Greys. They're in there. So here's where it goes through the whole Drachk ship, and it goes from pulling it to pushing it. And that's why you see all that. And here's this other little ship that's hanging around. That's to protect it and anything. That little, and whatever. And then there you go. It's a weird looking structure, but it's like a cargo, carrier. It's a strange looking thing, but, whatever. Doesn't have Chevy Ford on it. We shouldn't expect it to look normal. But that's why this is bent like that. It's because it's pushing, not pulling. When you see at the very bottom where it goes in, that's a fine line. It's being pulled up. And again, being protected right there in case anything was stupid. And that's where it gets pushed up there. You notice a difference in the energy trail. The thing is a strange looking structure because it grabs. Look at that. It physically grabs and holds this piece of the compound. And it goes up into this huge ship that's up here that literally has, let's see if we can get, right, see, there's a small one there. Here's the big ship right up here. And see this opening? It's just like in the Illyrian vessel where it goes up into that opening. That's an opening inside the ship where a little bit of light's coming out. That's why you see the light there, right there. Folks, they hear they're doing this. I told you they would. It's already begun, and wait till I get out of here. It's going to kick in real hard. See it bend. The energy bendis is pushing, and there, right there, at that end where you're seeing it squiggly like that, and then all of a sudden it straightens out. It was pushing it up into the ship, but it wasn't until it got up to that big mothership, the big one on the top of the cloud, that it actually was where it straightened out. That's because when it got up there, then the big mothership could grab it and pull it up. Their tractor beam is a huge ship. Their tractor beam is not strong enough to grab actual concrete and everything else. They grabbed a big midsection of the lab. Folks, that little thing you saw was huge. That was big. That was not small. You'll notice it was squiggly, and all of a sudden it goes straight. That's because the other tractor beam grabs it, and it doesn't have to push. Folks, you'll see. You'll know. It's time. Creation's already changed on the other side. It's about to change big time. Over here. I've been talking with the Drachk and others to ear for a long time. I have a lot of Source family members in there. When the new alliance was formed, myself and some other very strong Source members were there. They could actually see us on the monitors. But we were in our natural state of energy, of spirit, sentient energy, not physical bodies. They could just see the energy moving. This new alliance needed to know that they had the Drachk and Antids helping them. And then us coming up there was something they didn't expect. But it was a definite seal the deal. So, folks, you can call me arrogant, do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. I love you, man. You all are awesome. But you know what? You're going to find out. You're going to learn by yourselves. And once you have your own truth, what do you have? Your own truth. You know for yourself. So he repeats himself. Yeah, I show you how simple things are in a very simple thought process without all the bullshit that comes in from daily living. This was done to you by the original first being, male and female. And then other aggressive people like I call them the Ninnies, whatever, the problematic Anunnaki here on this planet, running it for a little better than 10 million years. They put them in charge to make sure you had enough abuse. But this is going on everywhere. The war out in space, it all stops now. You're not going to have lives where everything's perfect. You're going to have strife. Strife is where, you know, you develop as spirit, sentient energy. You develop through that, but you're going to have freedom. Like you don't even know yet. You don't even know who you are yet, the vast majority of you. But later on, when you do, and your children do, and their children do, you'll understand more about this. And there's no yay, Jay. There's congratulations for you. Because you made it. You made it where? To yourself. So anyway, we are a family. You see me get very aggressive, just like a little while ago, start breaking up with emotions. That's not something I want to throw around and parade on a video, but I do have emotions. I've got a lot of love. I really care. But when it's time to do what I need to do, I do it. Nothing stops me. And for those of you that really feel like, you know, there's arrogance or something in me, fine, help yourself. But you know what? When you get out of your body, you go home, you see me over there, you'll be glad I'm there. And this time, there's nobody on the other side. Even when you were out of your body, the original first being male and female, because they never were in a body, they still wanted you to praise them. All that's gone. All that's gone. Y'all want to understand what's going on? The two books. And folks, this is the last time I'll show them to you. First book, creation, its beginning and your origin. Folks, this is where you came from. This was a very, 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 very important reason for me to be in body one last damn time. I will never be back. I don't need to. I need to be out of my body doing my job properly, which finally I can do. This is where you came from. This is what you are. This is how it started with the first being called God. That's where it came from. And it was actually two, male and female. And then how did things happen? How did creation grow with itself? Oh, the first book, it's got all the original spirit beings too. This book, creation, its journey evolving into paradise. This was the flow of things as it went. Okay? The new beings that came into being. All this other stuff going on. Now, there's going to be a third edition written, but it won't be by me. Of course, there's no time, but it needs not to be. Because some of this, there's a lot of stuff in this book that's left out that could have been put in there, and it wasn't on purpose. Because it had to do with my personal fighting with everything on the other side. And that would take away from the value of the information, making it look like it's about me, and it's not. It's about everything coming alive. The war in space stopping, everyone on all the planets getting cranked up and becoming aware, sentient, awake, boom. Us over here and some other planets, but we're really involved with what's here, realizing that there's people from other planets that are here. People. Some of them are ant-shaped, reptilian. They're people. We've had lives in their bodies. Okay? That's us. And prejudice. We had, just on this planet alone, we've had lives in all different colors. So all the different religions and everything else. So I was Muhammad's dad. So what? I mean, there's when you realize you've had lives in other bodies, that kind of kicks the hell out of prejudice. But now you have to extend that. And then understand folks that are in other insectoid, reptilian, amphibious type bodies. You have to understand that they're people too, and you've had lives in those bodies. That's a big jump. Again, this relates to the need for everyone to be cranked up and woken up. Not everyone has to get a crank up, but everyone needs to be cranked up and evolve. And that's happening through the field. I've had people that didn't have money for this write me emails and give me a hard time. But you're making it for so much money and everything. No, I'm not. That's nothing for what I actually do. I could probably charge $50,000, and then I'd only have rich people. But what I told her is, you know, whatever, $800 for 2 people. I told her about some of the things that were happening to her, and it was happening. I know that like I know anything else. And I said, this is happening, that's happening, and all with you, but guess what? It's free. You're getting cranked up. It's not the same as when someone pays for it, but it's still happening for you. And then, of course, never heard anything, but I've had to do that more than once. Not many times, though. Can't fit them on one hand. So, and then also, I made the rune cards for you, okay? It's got the Elder Futhark. It's got all kinds of new cards in there. It says 47 cards. I guess, I can't remember. I just made them. It just came in. Some of the symbols are stuff I've left on other planets. There's all the different energy centers in a body, when to use them, when to turn it off, when to protect yourself. And when you protect yourself, when you get a message to protect yourself, don't feel like it's called shield. Don't think you're about to be beat up and everything. It just means turn on your shield and power it up. It's like power up your shield. It used to mean to protect yourself. But very, very soon, very, very soon, all it's going to mean is put up your shield and power up your shield. That helps you empower yourself, build up your personal energy. And this book has got the meanings for the runes in there. So it's got all this work was done by Deanna Ramirez Anaya. She's the one that runs the Spiritual Foundation. All that it's all hers. Oh, that video we looked at, Paul Cherrick is the one who saw that and brought it to my attention. Hell, I don't know. Hell, Paul, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Paul is taking over my position for me in what's happening. But folks, we have a powerful family here of Source that, other than staying alive and moving this forward, does not want for themselves. They do what they do out of the love in their heart. You're going to see it. You're going to feel it. And folks, there's people coming from other planets to see us, and we're no better than nothing. So you'll have some people crying, "No, they think they're so cool." No, you think that we think we're cool. You think that we're cool, and you want to be replacing us with yourself. So people will look at you and say, "Gee, you're cool," because that's how your mind process operates. We don't work like that. We're not like that. There is some source like that, but not the ones here. Not the ones on the spiritualfoundation.com. And there's some others too, not on there yet, that don't feel like that either. That's the core of Lily and Arae. So I'm leaving. Not now the second, but now. It's time for everything to change. To finish changing on the other side and then change here. I talked with a Drachk just whatever weeks ago. Not too long. This Drachk ambassador has family, Ta'ir, Shiny, a lot of others. I don't have their names, but I have love for them in my heart, and I feel their love. Different Serpatient. And we had a little talk, and then they wanted me to how do I say this? There's a large offensive about to happen. Very quiet. They literally destroyed one of these underground, you call them cities, whatever, underground containment centers for prisoners and stuff. And scientists, they literally went down there and pulled it out of the ground. There's no bombs went off, no rays tearing down buildings. If that ever happens, it'll be from the Earth and Anunnaki vehicles, spacecraft, not from them. Remember, the Drachk race came from Lily and Arae. When they had to initially build an incredibly powerful physical body, as strong as they possibly could. So when they were attacked by the reptiles from Gaia that were put on Gaia, first planet with life on it, it's all in the books. Start with the first one, please, because if you get in the second one, you're going to say, this is stupid, I can't relate to all these people, and just get the first one, then you understand how everything started. You can watch the cake being baked from the very beginning, all the different parts of it, and then later on the second book talks about how all those parts work together and everything else, and then you understand completely. Otherwise, it's really going to be confusing. But anyway, that's why the Drachk race is so strong. And they said when, and I said, start, get something done. Start going. I said, I don't care. I said, this crap ain't about me. They were kind of waiting for this offensive for me to go. They've already started. I told you it's going to get caught on cameras, phones. And if you look at these videos, they're phones. I don't mean to say, duh, like you people are stupid. I'm making a point of this thought process that it wouldn't happen, whatever. To think it won't happen is silly. I'm just a janitor, man. But I'm just a singularity. I'm kind of outside everything. Not better than nothing. I just am. I do my job. I serve and protect. People start beating on people, I stop it. Always have, physically and when I could, metaphysically. But finally I'm about to be free. So I can work for everything, everyone. That's why I was made. Now I can finally do my job unfettered by the original first being and the other big things that were hanging around. They're all dead. Y'all are important, man. You have no idea how much Lily and Lilies and Araes, how much we love you. And, our family. That's how we were made in the beginning, and we like being like that. I'm the janitor, but I'm also the hammer with a heart. That's all. Anyway, I feel the need to tell you what I am. This will all fade away. It'll fall away. So it's, this will never be made about me. But in the meantime, excuse me. In the meantime, I want you to know that y'all have incredible protection. Y'all are free like you've never been. And now y'all move forward. It's about time. There's more I should be saying, but I can't see it, find it, and I gotta go. I got to get everything set up so I can leave. It always makes me happy. It allows me to feel fulfilled at least partially, when I can perform part of the function why I exist, was to serve and protect. That's the funny thing about police and FBI agents and the rest of them. When they see me, they feel that. They get that feeling. It's like, in this weird way, he's just like us. And the things that are at the top of the NSA and the rest, they fear the hell out of me. They know what I am. Unless you're screwing with something, I'm nothing but your best friend and something that'll give its own life to take care of yours. I serve everything. Makes me happy, makes me proud, allows me to feel fulfilled. Lily, she's just the same. Just don't tell us what to do and don't beat on each other. We'll just stop it, that's all. But those things that still want abuse and punishment and everything, I'm going to kill every last one of them. So, I understand namaste. We need to give each other, all of us as a family, the right to develop independently on our own. But there has to be something that maintains a certain amount of order. That's my job. Clean up the messes. That's why I call myself the janitor. I thought that was the best way to put myself out there, especially since I really want to do this when everyone's home and not, having their own little life, and then I can just do my work and not be seen. I don't want thanks. Our source family, when you thank us, we get embarrassed. But, it's unnatural. We're just not used to it. It's not something we crave at all. We want to sidestep it when we can. It's not just source like that. So many of you are so wonderful. You don't even know yourself yet. Again, part of the reason why I'm here, but definitely why the rest of my family is staying down here. Just to make this change, it had to be me. So, folks, I do love you. I tell you that for a reason. I'll never hesitate to put myself in a line for anyone, as long as they're not beating on someone else. I don't matter. I just am. What matters to me and my family is all of you. You're free. You are free for the first time in creation's history, since the first life. You're free now. Let's see what you do with it. Excuse me. Let's see you relax and finally start developing your own self as you open up and come out. And then you get to understand who you are and appreciate yourself the way you should, the way I do, the way I appreciate you. You need to understand your value. All is equal in creation because you exist. You don't have to have qualifications. You exist. That makes you equal. Folks, stuff has changed. You'll find out more when you get home. But in the meantime, while you're in the body, it would really enhance your life to take some time to try to relax, and it's going to get easier and easier now, and just open up and become yourself. What's been keeping you from it is gone, except for little pieces, and that's about to be handled. Just give me a couple days. Folks, I love you, man. Take care. Don't ever think you're not loved. Don't ever think that there's not something that fights for you. Stand up for yourself all the time. Those things that try to tear you down, they're slowly getting ripped away, and they won't be coming back. That's not what we're about. That's not how a family acts. Love you, man. Thanks. Take care of yourselves, okay? Time for a Pops to go smoking. Raising some smoke. I can't wait. Love you all. One last thing. What I meant by for me to go smoking, when we see spirit out of body, it can, in our heads and everything, sometimes always see it's like a soft cloud moving around. That's what I'm talking about. I've always asked you all, excuse me, not to be, excuse me, not to be going out, getting stoned and stuff, just to take good care of yourself, feed your body good, nutritious supplement, food, supplements. Don't take drugs, please. But that's what I meant by time for me to get smoking, to get out of here. Be free, I can't wait. Folks, again, love you. Here it comes. Wake up, become yourself, and your heart pulls you that direction, which most everyone listening to me is like that anyway. Let's help our other family members, our friends. Remember, we don't all have to sit down at the table and sing Shambhala together, but we all need to know that we exist, we're family, know who the members of the family are, excuse me, and for there to be a format, a table, where you can come together when you want to, when it suits you. There's a new creation being born right now. Is that to be born or being recreated? I don't know. Whatever. Things are changing to be like it's never been before, and it's on your behalf. Love y'all, man. Take care.